Welcome students. Today we will start with our next topic, that is D and F block elements. This chapter is very important and it is a part of plus 2 chemistry. S and some portion of P block we have covered in plus 1, and the rest P block we covered in our previous classes. So now we're going to switch to our D and F block element. So before starting with this chapter, let us put some reflection over the long form of periodic table. In long form of this long form of periodic table, it has been divided into four portions, namely S block, then P block, this D block, P block, and the last is F block. They are categorized as S, D, P, or F on the basis of their electronic configuration. We have seen that in S, if we take any of the element of S block, let us take like potassium, its atomic number is 19. So if atomic number is 19, if we write its configuration like potassium, its symbol is K, atomic number is 19. So when we write its electronic configuration, then we get it 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then is 3s2, 3p6, then we get 4s1. So 10, 17, 18, 19. So this last electron enter into the s orbital, so that's why they are placed in S block. Similarly, the elements of P block, it is divided into six families, namely group number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is known as noble gases. Group number 17, they are known as halogens. Group number 16, it is known as oxygen family, or it is also named as chalcogens. So 15 nitrogen family, 14 carbon family, 13 this is your boron family. This portion we have covered in our previous lecture and previous classes also. Now let us switch to a very important block of modern periodic table, long form of modern periodic table, that is your D and F block. So if you look at D block very carefully, first of all, D block begins from group number 3 to group number 12, and the very first this D block elements, it is divided into four series. If you look them carefully, see this first row having period number 4, this is known as 3D series. This is the first transition series involving 3D orbital. The second series which start from fifth period, your fifth shell, it is known as second transition series, whose first element is yttrium. Similarly, third transition series start from lanthanum, and the fourth transition series begins with actinium. So D block is divided into how many series we have? We have four series, namely first series, second series, third series, and fourth series. Similarly, this F block element which is given a separate space and separate that you can say that separate position in the periodic table, they are also known as inner transition elements. They are also known as inner transition elements. Why they are known as inner transition elements? Since this D block element, it is also known as transition element. Why they are known as, before understanding with this word inner transition element, we should know that why D block elements are known as transition element. Since we know that D block occupies position between S and P block. So S block we have studied earlier also. S block, all elements present here are highly metallic in nature, and here also few elements are metal, then the behavior changes to metalloids. Then afterwards the elements which are present at extreme position, they are known as non-metal. So what we are observing that here the behavior is changing from metallic to metalloid to non-metal. So there is a transition mean a change. So that change is brought by these elements, so that's why they are known as transition element, and all transition elements are metallic in nature. Now these are transition element, and F block, they are known as inner transition. It means that these elements are present in between this transition element. If we look this table carefully, then we find that here 57th element, that is lanthanum. After 57th element we have 72, that is known as hafnium. So 57, 72, there is a gap of around 14 element. These 14 elements are present over here. So they are given separate column, so but we are separate column from transition element, so they are also known as inner transition element. Similarly here we have actinium, its whose atomic number is 89. So 89 after is 90, so 19 onwards to 103 elements, they are placed separately, given the name of inner transition elements. So here we are having two rows. The first row is known as lanthanoid. Why they are known as lanthanoid? Because they start after 57th element, whose name is lanthanum. So after lanthanum, it is all the elements are given the one term, that is lanthanoid. Since 89th element is actinium, so after actinium all elements they are present in the second row of F block, they are known as actinoids. So we are having 14 plus 14, 28 elements present in F block element. Now the very important part of this is that we must know now we must know each and everything about D and F block element. So before beginning, we will start with D block element. So the D block element, the very first row or the first transition series of D block is scandium series. Scandium series, the first series contain 10 elements. Okay, starting from scandium to zinc. So first of all, we have to learn how to write down its electronic configuration. Now we have to focus the very important section of this chapter, that is electronic configuration of D block element. Here I'm illustrating you a very easy example of the very first element of D block, that is your scandium. Scandium, its symbol is Sc, atomic number is 21. Since its atomic number is 21, so we have to fill electron in the increasing level of their energy. The electronic configuration is as follow: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. So we can write this configuration in this way also. This 3d we can write it as earlier, and then 4s we can write after 3d. But note down one thing that first s orbital, 4s orbital will be filled prior to 3d orbital. Why? Because 3d shell or orbital has higher energy as compared to 4s. So according to our basic rules, the electrons are filled in the increasing order of their energy. So we can switch over this configuration into a short form: 1s2, 2s2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6 10, 10 plus 8 18. So this 18 configuration is of argon, so we can write it down argon, and the remaining we can write it down 3d1 and 4s2. This is the configuration of scandium. From this configuration we gain a lot of information. Again, the information is that the very first information we get is that which is the highest principal quantum number, that is fourth. So the fourth highest principal quantum number tell you about the period number. So scandium is present in which period? It is present in fourth period. Now the second thing is we can get the detail information about our group number also. So in the outer shell electronic configuration, the electron involved are one electron in 3d and 2 electron in 4s. So 1 plus 2, that is 3. So 3 is its group number. Now the next